Welcome to Fouch and Friends. Thank you for watching this interview with Lauren Talley of the Talleys. If you're watching for the first time, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications. Lauren has been singing with her parents for 24 years. The Talleys are set to retire at the end of 2020, so we catch up with Lauren, the Talleys, and everything that she has planned going into 2021.
Lauren Talley, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for giving me something to do. Actually, I don't need much help coming up with something to do. I've actually been pretty busy during all of this going on, but yeah, you're at home like me, so we got to come up with stuff to do.
So those of us that have the honey-do lists, we're actually able to knock some of those things off. And
I always
I
made
determined
an excuse for the stuff around the house that I hadn't got to yet. I'm like,
Yep.
well, I just don't have time right now. Well, now I don't have that excuse, and I just plain don't want to. That's the main reason. I just didn't have the want to.
it's it's unique in the life that we all lead,
Mm-hmm.
all that we do. And so then when you get home for those 3 or 4 days, it's like, man, I know that needs to be done, but I don't feel like doing that. And so it just kind of
Yeah.
gets on the back burner until it's a
Mm-hmm.
have to address.
Mm-hmm.
And so several of those things is what I've been doing: landscaping. I've been doing videos, interviews has been fun. What have you been doing besides catching up at the house?
Well, I have been planning a wedding. I'm getting married in October, and so I'm doing that. And I've been doing several work-related things here and there. I'm actually getting ready to drop a streaming-only single. Well, today, the day that we're taping this, it's dropping tomorrow. By the time your viewers see this, it'll probably already be out on Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music and all that. So go on there if you haven't found it yet and look up Lauren Talley, I Know Who Holds Tomorrow. I recorded that during the quarantine, just up at the studio. It was just me and the piano. And so I've done that. I'm working on a new book. I've done a few virtual concerts here and there, and I'm trying to get my house ready to sell because I will move after my fiance and I get married, and we're trying to buy a house. So yeah, I don't have anything going on.
No, I mean, all that
No,
crazy life stuff. And you're
no.
throwing it all in like a 4 or 5 month window that you were supposed to be doing like a retirement farewell tour type of thing, right?
The coronavirus has thrown a big bomb into the Talleys' last year of touring. This is my mom and dad's last year supposedly to be full time, and we haven't been full time for the past 2 months. So I don't know how the rest of it's going to shake out, but I know that they're loving being at home. As a matter of fact, my mom told me the other day, she said, when we do go back out, it might be a little bit weird. I've kind of gotten used to being at home, so I think they're digging the home life.
So they're getting a little taste of what it might be
Yeah.
like for 2021, I guess it is.
I
Uh,
thought Daddy would go stir crazy because he is the type of person that always has to have something to do. He cannot sit still. He's got to be on the farm, fixing something. Well, tearing stuff up so he can fix it, or mowing, or just piddling, as
yeah.
he calls it. So, but he's finding things to do, and he is still recording. He's still producing other people's recordings, and he's still active with Crossroads Label Group. He works with the A&R department there, so he's staying busy. Mama has torn apart their house with all of the DIY projects, and so yeah, they're staying busy too.
Like they're getting their house ready too.
Oh yeah. Well,
So,
my fiance and I are actually getting married on the family farm. And
oh,
I told him when we first got engaged, I said, now I don't want y'all to feel like you have to totally redo everything or do a bunch of work. We just want to get married on the farm. We don't want to make it real complicated. Oh no, Mama, the whole thing's got to be redone. So that's what they're doing right now. Yeah.
So why don't you wax eloquent about just the feelings towards your parents and the time you guys have been on the road together? And it's not a breakup. You're still going to be seeing them
No.
all the time. Y'all are still going to be living close together, and everything's still going to be great. But why don't you just talk about the emotions and the feelings of the last, well, your entire life, basically,
Yeah.
and what that has meant to you with your parents.
Mom and Dad and I have been singing together for 24 years this year. And if you had told us at the beginning that we would still be doing this together 24 years later, we would have been like, come on. And we didn't envision this at the start, but it's what the Lord put in front of us to do all these years. And I'm very thankful that we've had the time together that we've had. And there are things about it that I will miss. I will miss um, just the time on the road that we have been able to spend together.
Yeah.
We see each other right now. We see each other about 3 or 4 days every week, and we when we get off the road, we kind of go do our own things. But then when we come back on the bus, the first night out, we're always, well, what'd you do this week? Well, what'd you do this week? I'll miss that. I'll miss sitting at lunch on the road when we go to lunch every day and we sit there, and I'll miss Daddy picking at Mama and her trying to act appalled but secretly thinking it's funny. And I'll just miss the time,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm very excited about a new season, a new chapter. And in 2021, hopefully, on paper right now at least, yeah, in 2021, I'll be a full-time solo artist. And I'm actually moving about 3 hours away from my parents. My fiance lives in Georgia, so I'll be moving to Georgia when we get married. So that will be a big change. I think my parents will probably burn up I-75 for for at least the first few months, but we'll only be about 3 hours apart. So, yeah, it's definitely not a breakup. It's definitely not a death or of
Yeah.
any sort. It's just
New
it's just a
season.
new season. Life's full of them, and but yeah, there's a lot of good things ahead.
So, what has been, I want to ask this question in kind of two parts. Your favorite Talleys song with Kirk and your
Mm,
favorite Talleys song with you.
yeah. That's like asking a parent who their favorite kid is. Um,
And they all have their favorites,
do
so
you have
go
a favorite
ahead.
kid? Yeah, don't answer that. Okay, the favorite Tally song with Kirk. I really like Hallelujah, Praise the Lamb. I've always enjoyed singing that. Even in this version of the group, we still sing that. We just recut Triumphantly, The Church Will Rise. I don't know if we'll ever get to sing it in front of anybody, but I still love that one. And a song that I've always enjoyed singing, I loved it the first time around when I was a kid, but I still like it now, is a song called Naaman. That's a fun one. As far as the favorite song of the Talleys with me, I gotta go with the Broken Ones. I mean, my gosh, that's one I'll probably be singing till I'm dead. And I have people all the time still ask for it, and it still means something to people every night. I still get comments about it. I still hear stories about it. It's one of those that just probably will never get old. So if I had to pick, that'd probably be the pick of the current Tallies.
Would you say that most of the letters that you get uh, is in referencing, like the positive letters is in referencing maybe how the Broken Ones has spoken to them?
Definitely. Definitely. I've heard stories from so many different backgrounds of people who um, that song helped them through struggles with addiction. That song helped them with depression and anxiety. That song helped them through all these different things. It's amazing how different people take away different things from it. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's so simple that even kids can grasp the message of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I think it's something we can all connect with because we all deep down know what it is to be broken.
Yeah.
We don't always like to talk about it. I'm definitely one of those that doesn't like to talk about it, but we
Yeah.
all we all understand what that is. We're all broken at our core without Jesus, but His
That's
grace
right.
and His mercy is enough to patch us up.
That's right. That's right. That's good. And you've got, let's just imagine you've got a kid coming up to you and he's, or she, let me say she is asking you, Lauren, I want to sing someday. I want to sing soprano or whatever. And what kind of tips would you give them to be a good singer and, or to help them develop their voice?
Well, there's a lot of different ways I could answer that, but I'll just keep it on the fundamental level. Just sing and just enjoy it and sing every chance you get. There are things that we can do to strengthen our voice and develop the gift that God has given us. But I know this from personal experience. Um, if you rely on those kinds of things too much, it can make you think too much and make it a lot harder on you. And so I would, if it's a kid I'm talking to, I'm going to tell you, gosh, just be a kid. Just enjoy singing. Sing it because you love it. Sing because it's fun. If it's meant for you to do this, God will open up the doors for you. God will put you in the places that you need to be. And but yeah, don't make it a job too soon.
Yeah, that's one of those things that it's like you hope you never lose the enjoyment and the fun in doing it,
Hmm.
because that's what the singing part is like the smallest percentage of the entire thing that we do. I mean,
It
it's
really
getting
is,
all,
but that's the biggest part that other people see.
that's right.
Um, and so it's a little difficult sometimes when that's 10, 15, 20% of the actual job to not let the other 75, 80, 90, 95% of it crowd that out. So
Yeah,
uh, yeah, don't ever lose your love for it. Don't ever
that's
lose
right.
the fun.
Yeah. You've recorded some great solo music lately, which I'm sure you'll be leaning on
Thanks.
heavily going into 2021. What's
Oh yeah.
some of your favorites that you've recorded so far with those new solo albums?
Still my favorite solo record that I've ever recorded was back in what year was that? 2017, called The Gospel. I love that album. I love the concept of it because I feel like that record represents me and who I am the best of any of my solo recordings. I feel like it's the truest to my identity as an artist. I love the songs on it. That was the first record that I ever wrote songs for. Never even thought that I could write
Wow.
songs until I tried writing for that record, co-writing with other artists. And so I wrote a few on that. I sang a song called I Hear a Song with Gordon Mote on that album. I did a duet with Riley Harrison Clark on that record that I love. And there's a very personal song on that album called Everything that I co-wrote with Kenna West and Cindy Morgan. And Cindy actually sang the duet with me on that record. And it's pretty raw and heartfelt, and it's a very vulnerable song. So I'm very, very proud of that record.
Where can folks, where can they go to follow you so that they don't
I'm
miss any
everywhere.
in any of the announcements that are coming up for the solo music that you're going to be doing and the concerts that you're going to be, and where they can go hear all the new stuff you've been doing over the last year or two?
I'm on every social media platform. I'm on Facebook, Lauren Talley Music, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I always get this backwards. My YouTube channel is Lauren Talley Official.
Okay.
It's either that or Official Lauren Talley. I always get that mixed up. And Nick, the guy that helps me with social media, is probably rolling his eyes going, oh gosh, you can't even remember that. It's one of those. Just go on YouTube and look for me. You'll find me. But look on all the social media platforms. I'm there. My official website is laurentalley.com. My tour schedule's on there. You can shop online. All of the merch and everything is there. And so, yeah, you can find me everywhere.
Well, you've got hopefully a lot of good music here in 2020 with the family, and then you're kicking, like you mentioned, wedding, solo stuff, got all this stuff in the works right now. So I know you're staying busy. Folks,
there's gray underneath here somewhere. You'll never see it, but I know it's there.
It's mine is coming out myself in my beard and my hair. That's why I cut it short.
Well, they make things to help that.
Yeah, that's true.
I say support your local hairdresser. They need love too.
I normally just support the barber and let him cut it shorter so it's not noticeable. But guys, check it out. She's going to have a ton going on. I'm sure she's going to be posting a lot over the next year with all the photos and letting folks know about it. So give her a follow. Check it out. Lauren, thanks for your time today. I appreciate it.
Okay, now wait a minute. The first time I did an interview with you, we did not do the Fouch zone. Now you're telling me again that we don't get to do the Fouch zone?
So, see, this is Fouch and Friends, and there's no Fouch zone on Fouch and Friends.
Well, that's just a crock. I'm not happy about this.
Well, I'm thrilled that that's what you look forward to.
I was excited about the Fouch zone. Okay, you owe me one now. I'm just saying.
The
next,
owe me a Fouch zone. The next On the Couch with Fouch that we do, we'll get I will say this: those that watch On the Couch with Fouch know that the last season or two, it's not been Fouch Zone anymore. It's been like some different types of things. That's not exactly the fast questions. It's been some other things. So that's kind of transition.
Have you added a fast money round? Do we win a car?
Yeah, wouldn't that? Our sponsors have donated a car.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, wouldn't it? I think.
Hey, at this point, it could just be like a year's supply of toilet paper or something.
Yes, that would be as good as seems like.
Be a good price.
That's crazy. But next time On the Couch with Fouch, we'll do a game of some sort. How's that?
Thank you. That'll work.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me on.